The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. The disciples of Jesus, now you are talking blatantly and not in any figure of speech. Now we realize that you know everything and that you do not need to have anyone question you. Because of this, we believe that you came from God. Jesus answered them, "Do you believe now? Behold, the hour is coming and has arrived, when each of you will be scattered to his own home, and you will leave me alone. But I am not alone, because the Father is with me. I have told you this so that you might have peace in me. In the world you will have trouble, but take courage. I have conquered the world." The Gospel of the Lord. Please be seated. In the world you will have trouble, but take courage, for I have conquered the world. As you know that I'm using these weekdays to continue to preach on the Holy Spirit. But today we have a combination of the Holy Spirit, of the Memorial Day, and then former Chief Pat Ingley asked me to pray for George Baker, the trooper who just killed in a duty. And so I have all this in my 8-minute maybe homily. So bear with me. Remember the first reading today from Acts of the Apostles, when Paul went to Ephesus and he asked the people there who were baptized by John, "Did you receive the Holy Spirit when you baptized?" He said, "Holy Spirit? What is the Holy Spirit that you're talking about?" I'm thinking about some of you here living in 1980s and 90s. If you come to a house and you never ask, like for example, right now, it says, "Grandma, what is the password of your Wi-Fi here?" You have no idea. Password. Did you know that today young people, when they go to restaurants or public space, or even here, we have password for Wi-Fi here, for internet. In the past, we never had to deal with it. But today, my brothers and sisters, everywhere we go now, there's a password for internet. Because we cannot live without internet today. Thank God that we have internet during quarantine time. And so Holy Spirit becomes the password, becomes the motivation, becomes the reason that we're still here as believers. And so I'm asking you, do you have that password with you? Did you have the Holy Spirit in you? And what is it? Where did you put that Holy Spirit during your lifetime, during the day? Now, if I can move that password to human services, to military, to men and women who in uniform, I'm asking myself, what is their password? If you live with the Redemptorists, you can figure out our password, because we have a common word, a common code. Maybe by now, Scott knows. But I believe that the password for men and women in uniform in service is self. S-E-R-V-E. Service. Service is the password that they somehow lay hand on by the country, by their families, by their loved ones. From now on, you put on your uniform not to kill people, but to serve people. That's why we have so many men and women, they die with honor. They die with bravery, die with a sense of high quality. And so today, my brothers and sisters, we need to honor these young men and women and still serving on our behalf for our countries, for peace and justice. We remember those who died before us because of our family, because of our country. And so Jesus said today, take courage. That courage comes from the Holy Spirit. That courage, it comes from within. If you don't have that courage within, it's hard. My friend, he just learned how to fly and he's afraid of height. I don't know if he's afraid of height and how can he learn to fly. I can't figure it out unless he has the power within. And so, my brothers and sisters, I wanted to read one quote from the newspaper today that wrote about Trooper George Baker, written by our governor, John Bell Edwards. And I think this is summarize our theme today, our reflection today, our prayer today. He said, George Baker, his selfless commitment to his fellow Louisianans represents the best of us, and he continues to serve even after he is passing by having his organs donated to help others in need. His courage and bravery will never be forgotten. In other words, he will remember forever. So I want to say Happy Memorial Day to each one of us, especially to families who have their loved one in service. And my brothers and sisters, as Christians, as disciples of Jesus, we are called to serve, not to be served. Amen.